right, it's time for the final round of Swiss here at WGP Singapore round 9. This will be the decider for who makes it into top 16 for tomorrow. So WGP Singapore is taking place over a course of 2 days, and it's a top 16 cut. Same pricing as Japan, where top 8 get the energy generator. I think this one is the Masanori crest, if I'm not mistaken. And then the top 4 are playing for the overtrigger. Alright, Leonor versus what I think is Stauhirhaja. Stand up Vanguard. Here we go. YS on the left versus Sam on the right. Let's see it. How old are the sleeves in Leonor? They do look pretty dated. They do look pretty dated. Not that when you redraw, you put the cards to the bottom without shuffling. Has it changed? Yeah, so you bot deck, draw, and then shuffle. Alright, Stauhirhaja. So this is a new Stoicheia ride line that came out in set 3. It's actually very strong. It does basically like 4 attacks going first, 5 attacks if your opponent's on grade 3 going second. And it also has 2 orders. One of them gives you a buff, and the other one debuffs your opponent. And the debuff is pretty significant, especially in this matchup against Leonor, because it reduces your opponent's drive checks by 1 and gives them minus 3k for like permanently for a turn, both yours and your opponent. So you get to bash on them easier, and their offensive output gets neutered. So especially like Vivace turns suddenly become pretty wet noodle. But we'll see. Vivace is a very, very popular deck today, and just a strong deck in general that's been performing quite well in Japan and Asia in general. Rodwell gonna swing in with a 15, get a crit. 2 damage. PG and... So I don't remember which order is which from the art. Is the red one... Is the one that was damaged, the red one, is that the debuffing one or the buffing one? Ooh, second Guncycler. Gonna use a ride line skill first to look for the... You can look for the order or for the grade 3, I believe. Red is the revive, green is the debuff. Okay. So that's the offensive one. Alright, gonna draw. Finds the order searcher. Not bad. CB1 on place. Look for the order. Do we find it? Top 7. No. Whiff. Unfortunate. Gets the draw from whiffing it though. Dual Nation. Check top card. Leave on top. And then asking if you're going to use the bonus effect. So you either get an order or a card from bot. So no reason to use it here. Swings Vanguard. Asks for power. It's all base. Unless... Big heal. There we go. Get the order to drop as well so you can recycle that. No defensive for Leonor either. Gonna swing with a 10. That's for a 5. And then you got another 20k swing coming in last. So YS gonna be on... Probably going into this turn with 3 damage, I guess. I think I see like 2 or 3 Vivaces in hand. That's pretty tragic. I think guards both. Yeah, drops 15-15. Overguarding the first attack. No broccoli is actually... Oh, speak of the devil. There's the broccoli. We're looking friendly now. I think there's 2 Vivaces in hand. I think I mistakenly saw the 3rd. Ditches one of them though. Ride into the Leonor. Get 3 energy. And now surely it's time for broccoli. Get that draw and see what you find. You don't even have back row. It's actually pretty bad. No Rosarium is quite tragic. CB1 for Leonor. Call the broccoli. CB1 to draw. And then hopefully draw into a booster. Right now, Leonor needs a booster to save its life. Ah, we see the gun cycle. That's not it. So this is... Okay, no, he has a dragon, so he does have a booster. That's fine. That's always the difficult part about Leonor, is that you also have to like think about what you're going to discard for the first grade 3 turn. Commit your boosters. Set up your board. It's quite a lot to think about. Yeah, lesser impact here is definitely a call. I mean, you got the soul for it too, so you might as well just make most use of it. Let's put in the back row. It's fine to have 2 attacks, I think. I think nobody really knows what to expect from Stauhirhaja. It's a very unexplored deck that has a lot of potential. Yeah, I see only 1 Vivace in hand now, so I think it's fine not to commit more stuff. You don't want to put anything down that you're going to overcall. Think about the Guncycler, but I feel like you'd rather keep that for next turn. You have 3 energy, especially, so... And you want to have something to discard. Oh no, gonna... Okay, I guess you can discard the draw, but... Guncycler coming down. The Buddha deck. It hits big, but also because of the debuff, it gets... Like, the numbers become awkwardly strong. So like 36 normally doesn't hit as hard as it does against in this context. Gets the crit. Crit to Vanguard. Where's going to be the second power, though? Goes to the Broccoli. Fronts. PG. Ooh, 2 PGs in damage. That's actually pretty bad. Yeah, Guncycler only works from hand when you guard with it. It does not work when placed from intercepting. Draws 1 from the Luster Impact here. So, still got some good numbers here. Like 30k Broccoli column. It's pretty good. 30k Broccoli, and then 35k Guncycler column. So I guess in terms of numbers, it was worth the commit, because it also gets over the defensive. It's a front, though, so now everything is pretty tanky. Alright, and then 35k swing here on the Guncycler. Makes the 2-card guard happen on Sam's side. Pretty good. Rethinking how to guard. The card behind Broccoli is just a plant token. That's just one of the many different plant token arts. Is the yellow... So, I've been seeing this pop up here and there, but... Is the yellow... coin... Is that a warning? Is that a yellow card? Is that a... Is that... Or is that... Does that show the turn player? I'm not sure what it means. Alright, Stauhirhaja comes up. And then... Search for the order. I think it's warning. It actually is yellow card. That's crazy. But man, Sam is definitely trying to let everyone know that they're playing Zorga until they flip up starter. All right, it's time for the orders. So now you get 1 revive and you get 1 debuff. I think he's explaining it too. So just to give you the full context on what these cards actually do, I can bring them up as well as we talk about it, but they're pretty good. So the buffing order lets you call a grade 3 or lower from drop and give it 5k. And if your opponent's on grade 3 or greater, you get the skill that when your unit stands by card effect, it gets a crit. It's like when that unit that is called stands by card effect. So it's that specific one that gets the crit. So you do get one of your attackers gets the crit on the 4th attack technically. And then the blue order allows you to, until the end of your opponent's next turn, give your opponent's Vanguard minus 3k. So now Leonor becomes a 10k. And you Soul Blast 2 to draw 1 and give your opponent's Vanguard the debuff until the end of their next turn that their drive is -1. So even if Vivace restands here, she will not have an extra drive. She will not have any drive on the Vivace attack. So chances are you're not going to restand the Vivace because it's going to be just an 18k swing. So if you can restand like 2 Luster Impacts and a Rosarium, you actually get more cards out of it. Alright. Gun Cycle coming down. The 1 draw. What does it find? A heal. Not the best. Alright, now this it's pretty annoying because you're 10k, the gray 2s are swinging unboosted for magic numbers, right? The Gun Cycle swung for 20. That's not a 10k guard anymore. This guy swinging for 25. That's not a 15k guard, it's a 20k guard. So you get to actually see the damage that the -3k does here. It makes guarding so much more awkward because of the way the numbers work. And you do 5 attacks. Luckily YS is on 2, so can afford to take some of these swings, but it's a rough place to be. Front! Oh my god. Draw! 2 huge triggers here, and the attack is hitting, so this was the easiest one to guard, technically. But now, the Gun Cycler is at 2 crit. Gets the extra power from the draw as well. OT though! That's gonna help YS survive for sure. Finds a ladder. And now there's no attack targets. Alright, just as the judge is distributing the dice, I'm like, I passed. Don't need this. Well, even with the OT happening though, there are quite a few things to keep in mind. Leonor has no counterblast, and the CC doesn't happen until end of turn, so this turn, Vivace will not be able to use her skills. It's going to be just 3 big attacks. So I think YS wanted a regular damage here if possible. So unless you play the new Regulus piece, you don't get a counter charge here, and we know that he plays ladder, so that's not coming out. Are they going to play ladder here? They are. So what's interesting is that ladder gives your rearguards that resistance effect, and I mean it doesn't matter in this matchup, but with effects like the Stauhirhaja orders, like it affects the player, not the card. So it debuffs the player and all of their cards. Yeah, so Vivace ride. I'm just gonna call the broccoli. It's time to get brockin'. But yeah, at least these swings are gonna be huge. And you can swing with Vivace first, not even doing the boosty boost. But can't you still... Because you only CB1 for the stand, so you could still do the attack pattern of like rear, Van, and then Van is like super huge, but now instead it's just a front for one to pass. Yeah, it's only one drive check too. Man, that's crazy. So now these last two swings, the Luster Impact is pretty small too. You don't get a draw from it. I feel like you could have attacked rear guards first here just to get the Luster Impact proc as well. Would have added more power to it. Right now you're just copying a 15, so 28. Yeah, I could have drawn. That's no pass. Okay, I miscalculated. Oh yeah, because the minus 3k. True. Oh my god, it is no pass. Yeah, this could have been a draw. Maybe for YS it's just like not knowing the matchup is causing more harm than good. All right. Sam blocks all these attacks with ease, if anything. Oh, we also see the defensive Regulus piece. I really like this one too. It's like a 10k shield and then a 15k shield in two different instances, and the second one gets over all the other effects too, so it's quite good. Ooh, runs the Trident for the counter charge as well, because you do 5 attacks in this deck. So sorry, Flagberg, we're taking your tools now. You haven't gotten support for so long. Your boys have moved on to new places. Yeah, no Persona is pretty big, but you do have the buffs. Ooh, and the retire guide too. The defensive bug that retires your opponent's attackers. All right, minus 3k debuff. There we go. It's gonna be another turn of 5 attacks, and then Vivace is gonna have another turn of limited drive checking. It's pretty huge. And you can also kill the bug lets you kill the... Let me read the triple rare bug again. It's like, for every order you played, it gets 5k. And then when your Vanguard is being attacked by your opponent's rear guard, you can retire the bug to choose the opponent's rear guard and minus its power by its original power. Okay, it doesn't do too much against Rosarium. Unfortunate. No, Bugman does not play inlet. Does not need inlet. Alright, got swung into the Rosarium just to prevent the damage. And then there's going to be a big swing. CB1 stand 2 rears. Pretty big. Walk crit. Gonna put YS to 4. You also get to buff up one of the other columns because the one on the right doesn't have boost, right? And the Dual Nation. 2 damage. First check Vivace. Might regret ditching that Vivace earlier. Now on 4. Both players have a warning. Oh my god, these little yellow discs are being distributed left and right. Quite literally. So this is a 35k. Alright, 30k shield will be enough. And then one more damage. Puts to 5. Another Luster Impact. Luckily you already have one on board. If you were missing it, this would be bad news bears, that's for sure. Alright, Vivace is going to Persona Ride, and unfortunately the only Persona Ride this game. Draw 1 from Unison Dress, draw 1 from Persona Ride. 1 to 2 triggers though, I think. But you do have Rosarium, and that's fine. And if you have a way to revive the second Rosarium, you can actually try to make a dent in Sam's hand. Sam's hand isn't actually that massive, so this could bring things back a little bit. It's cool though, we get to... I'm surprised we haven't seen Archite yet. Of all the set 3 decks, we haven't seen Archite, and we haven't seen any of the lyrical decks either. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe in top 16. Alright. Luster Impact gets the 5k here. What are they getting the warnings for? So I think it was like missing timing for effects, or like doing things after they were supposed to proc. Small little infractions like that. Alright, Twin Cast. So 20k shield between the draw and the Twin Cast. And Twin Cast you can use again for the 15k. So this is gonna be huge. This is 18, 23 plus 15, so... Yep, just gonna take it. Just gonna take it. Do the players keep forgetting energy? I've also not been, yeah, YS might have forgotten to energy charge. I didn't notice it myself either. Especially in decks that use energy less. It's easy to forget. Sam's gonna perfect guard the Vivace. It's only one drive check. Oh no! Is it oh, he didn't have the soul for the minus drive, so he only used the order for the minus 3k. So he didn't have enough soul for... Okay. That's why people run the guy that souls in for the order search, because you get the soul to use for the drive check debuff. Especially on this turn, it's quite important. So the minus 3 is still very, very relevant. Pretty huge. Damn, this final boss music. From Leonor versus Stauhirhaja. Pretty crazy. Thinking where to commit this crit and power. I feel like... Yeah. Okay, crit to Rosarium. Power to Luster Impact. CB1. Stand Leonor. Stand Luster. No, stand Leonor, stand the Rosarium, and then what's the last one? Yeah, Sam's actually very low on hand. This might technically just find lethal. If you don't have a PG for the Rosarium, it might be game. Yeah, he damaged 2 PGs, 100%. It's pretty dangerous here. So I think if you're YS, I would even entertain the idea of swinging first with the Rosarium, just to see if you can get the PG, like get the PG out of hand, force them to no guard the Vanguard. I think that could have been the play. But chooses to swing Vanguard first instead. Try to find like a front or something. Ooh, Magi went 6-3? It's a good record, dude. That's actually very good. With Youthberg, you were like one win away from contention. Oh, no guards it. Nothing. Also nothing on Sam's side though. Can Sam guard this 2 crit Rosarium? It's gonna come down to it. Oh, the 15k from the twin cast. Puts him to 28. But this is huge. Go to 43. Asking the other number. It's quite small. Can he survive this? So it's what? 13, 23, 33, 53, I think. So 1843. And then minus the original power, but it's only 8. Ugh, minus 3 from 53 pushes it to 45. So he's missing 5, right? Missing 5. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Very close, but it's just enough. And then this is a 15k to guard. Or was it a 10k to guard? Oh, sorry, it's a 5k. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. That's a 10k to guard. 10k to guard. That's exactly enough. Perfect. Yeah, for a second I was like, wait, the plant token is 10, but no, it's 5. It was a 20k planty boy. All right. Plays the revive order. Are we rezzing? What are we rezzing? This is do or die for Sam, dude. This deck has been putting up a good fight though. Vivace's on 5. You're doing, if you can play the orders, you need to find out the top 7 or get the draw. No, whiff. Do you even have enough orders left? It still draws a card. After the cut, you get to draw a card, and it's going to determine whether you can do 4 or 5 attacks this turn. The draw. What did it find? What did it find? He's hovering over a card. It's the order! Oh my god! Gets the -3, gets the 5 attacks. That's huge! Oh my god. Sam barely hanging in there. Gonna ask for a bunch of small shields here. This one's coming in with 30 to a 10k body. Yep, that's gonna be 40. Here comes Stauhirhaja, CB1. Stauhirhaja is 28. That's huge. Oh, he had it in hand. Couldn't tell from the stream. PG. What are we ditching here? Rosarium, the hand for YS is getting pretty small here. First check, bug. Ah, Trident. Come on, Sam. Is this enough? Can YS guard this? Will the cat be enough? 20k shield in hand. I see a Rosarium. I see a PG. Oh, this probably is enough. There's PG and the cat. This probably is going to be enough. Sam might not be able to deliver the finishing blow, but definitely going to go through the defenses. Use the cat. Return 2 cards from the Rhine deck back to their place. Gonna return the Roroas. Return the Roroas here to the Rhine deck. 20k shield and gonna survive. YS Barely hung on with all those debuffs every single turn. Despite it, managed to hang in there. No Persona Ride for Sam was huge though. Just because of the fact that it affects the numbers so much. And also the soul. Not having the soul to Soul Blast 2 to reduce the drive is pretty huge, but Stauhirhaja. Wow. Last check is a crit. Sam put up a really good fight, honestly. Showing off Stauhirhaja and all its power. The 5 attacks, the debuff, the reviving, the crazy numbers conversion, being able to swing with grade 2s unboosted. Hopefully they can still bubble into top 16. I hope this game was between 2 XOs, but it's probably between X1s for the win and in for day 2. So clap it up for both players. Really well played. Both of them. The Leonors today are looking very good though. Definitely showing off. So this has been the Swiss rounds for WGP Singapore. So it looks like they're also going to be doing BCF Singapore as well. So for WGP and BCF tomorrow for the top cut. Very cool stuff. And once again, thank you to Genesis Frontier. Very, very nice.